Did you know that in every major conflict, there are countless warriors whose stories fade into obscurity? It's a startling reality that the annals of history often overlook a vast multitude of warriors, their sacrifices and feats lost in the shadows. These are the men and women who fought bravely, who endured hardships, yet their contributions remain unrecognized. Many factors contribute to this, from politics to the sheer scale of war. Today, we dive into the lives and battles of these forgotten warriors. In the shadows of grand victories and catastrophic defeats lie the stories of overlooked heroes. Let's journey back in time, into the heart of the Middle Ages, where knights in shining armor and kings in grand castles often steal the spotlight. But our focus today turns to a less recognized group, the foot soldiers, the backbone of every medieval army. These forgotten warriors, often overlooked in favor of their armored superiors, played pivotal roles in the battlefield. Picture this: a sea of men, clad in leather and chainmail, armed with nothing but spears, axes, and their unwavering courage. They were the first line of defense, the first to charge into battle, and often the last to leave the bloody fields. Their bravery was undeniable, their sacrifice immense, yet their stories remain largely untold. Why were they overlooked? The answer lies in the social hierarchy of the Middle Ages. Foot soldiers were typically from the lower classes, and their stories were deemed less glamorous compared to the tales of knights and kings. They lacked the prestige of knighthood, the glamour of courtly life, and their heroic deeds largely went unrecorded. Now, let's shift our lens to the American Revolution, where another group of overlooked heroes come to light: the African American soldiers. They fought on both sides, hoping for freedom in return for their service. Despite their significant contributions, their stories were often marginalized, overshadowed by the larger narrative of the revolution. Their overlooked status is a reminder of the racial dynamics of the time. Despite their crucial roles, these African American soldiers were denied the recognition they deserved. Their sacrifices conveniently forgotten, as they didn't fit neatly into the popular narrative of a fight for freedom. These warriors may not have made it into our textbooks, but their contributions shaped the course of history. Victory often has many fathers, but defeat is an orphan. But what about those who secured victories in silence? Throughout history, countless battles have been won not just by those who wielded swords and guns, but also by those who silently contributed from the shadows. Let's delve into the untold stories of these silent victors. These are the warriors who, despite their significant roles and actions, often go unnoticed. They are the cryptographers deciphering enemy codes, the spies infiltrating enemy lines, the medics healing the wounded, and the engineers building the infrastructures that sustain the armies. Imagine a World War II cryptographer tirelessly working through the night, breaking down intricate enemy codes. Their work doesn't come with the glory of a battlefield victory, but without them, the tide of the war might have turned in favor of the enemy. Consider the daring spies who risked their lives to gather vital information. They operated in the shadows, their victories unseen, their bravery uncelebrated. Yet, their intelligence often proved crucial, shaping strategies that led to pivotal victories. Think of the medics on the battlefield, whose victories were measured not in enemies defeated, but lives saved. Their courage under fire, their dedication to their comrades, these are the victories that often go unsung. And let's not forget the engineers, the silent victors who built roads, bridges, and fortifications, often under enemy fire. Their work enabled armies to move, to hold ground, to defend and attack. Their victories were in every bullet fired, every mile gained. These silent victors played roles just as vital as those on the front lines. Yet, their contributions often go unnoticed, overshadowed by the more visible aspects of warfare. But they, too, were warriors. Their victories won not with fanfare, but with quiet determination, ingenuity, and courage. Their victories may have been silent, but their impact still echoes today. They remind us that every role matters, that victory is a collective effort, and that the unsung heroes deserve our recognition and respect. War demands sacrifice, and some of the greatest sacrifices are the ones we never see. As we delve deeper into the annals of history, we uncover tales of unseen warriors whose sacrifices went unnoticed or were forgotten over time. Take, for instance, the story of Private John Smith. During World War II, Smith served as a medic in a battlefield hospital far from the front lines. He never fired a shot, never took a life, but saved hundreds. His hands, steady and sure, operated under intense pressure, stitching up wounds and mending broken bodies. His sacrifice, his youth, his peace of mind, and the normalcy of a life far removed from the horrors of war. Then there's Sergeant Emily Johnson, a codebreaker during the Cold War. She spent countless nights hunched over her desk, deciphering complex codes that held secrets capable of shifting the balance of power. Her work, though crucial, was shrouded in secrecy. Her sacrifice, her health, her social life, and the chance of a regular career. Let's not forget the story of Lieutenant Abdul Rahman, a translator during the Gulf War. Fluent in multiple dialects, he bridged the gap between different cultures and nationalities, often under fire. His quick thinking and linguistic skills prevented countless misunderstandings, potentially saving many lives. His sacrifice? He carried the weight of his role, the lives that depended on his words, and the immense strain it put on his mental health. Each of these warriors played a significant role, shaping the course of the wars they were part of. Their actions, though not always in the spotlight, had profound effects on the outcomes of these conflicts. They didn't seek glory or recognition. They simply did their duty, making sacrifices that were often unseen and unacknowledged. Every war has its unsung heroes, individuals who step up, dedicate themselves, and make sacrifices for the greater good. They serve quietly, without fanfare, their actions echoing through history, altering the course of events in ways we may never truly comprehend. Their sacrifices may have been unseen, but they were far from insignificant. The legacy of the forgotten warriors lives on, often in unexpected ways. These warriors, despite being overlooked by the annals of history, have left indelible marks on the world. Their stories, though untold, are interwoven into the very fabric of our world, influencing the present in ways that are often subtle yet profound. Their influence can be seen in the strategies and tactics employed by modern military forces. Each maneuver, each plan of action, echoes the lessons learned on long-forgotten battlefields. They are the silent teachers of warfare, their experiences serving as guideposts for those who came after. But their impact extends beyond the realm of military strategy. These forgotten warriors have also served as a source of inspiration for countless individuals. Their courage, their resilience, their unwavering commitment to their cause. These are attributes that transcend time and place. They serve as a beacon, inspiring future generations to strive for bravery, to endure in the face of adversity, and to commit to their beliefs with unwavering resolve. They've inspired authors, filmmakers, and artists, their stories taking shape in the form of books, movies, and works of art. These creative expressions serve as a testament to their enduring influence, a way of bearing witness to their sacrifices and valor, even if their names have been lost to the winds of history. We see their legacy in monuments and memorials, silent stone sentinels that stand as a testament to their deeds. These structures may not bear their names, but they carry their spirit, their dedication, their sacrifice. They serve as a reminder that valor and courage can come from the most unexpected places and from the most overlooked individuals. And so, the legacy of these forgotten warriors continues to resonate, echoing through the corridors of time. Their influence, though unseen, is ever present. They remind us that heroism is not always recognized in its time, but its impact can be everlasting. Their names may be lost to time, but their legacy remains. The pages of history may not remember them, but we can. These forgotten warriors, their stories left untold, their deeds uncelebrated, are an integral part of our past. Their courage, their sacrifices, their undying spirit have shaped the world we live in today, and it is up to us to ensure their memories are not lost in the sands of time. To delve deeper into these remarkable tales, there are myriad avenues at our disposal. Libraries and bookstores are treasure troves of historical accounts, biographies, and memoirs. These written words, penned down by historians and sometimes by the warriors themselves, offer us a glimpse into their lives, their battles, their victories, and their losses. Museums, too, are a fantastic resource. Exhibits and displays filled with artifacts, letters, and photographs bring these stories to life in a tangible way. They allow us to step back in time and walk the paths these forgotten warriors once trod. Online platforms offer a wealth of information as well. Documentaries, podcasts, and articles abound, each providing a different perspective, a new piece of the puzzle. We also encourage you to share these stories. Discuss them with friends and family, start conversations, and spread the word. For in remembering these forgotten warriors, we not only honor their memory, but we also learn from their experiences and their wisdom. Remember, history isn't just about the famous and the infamous, it's also about the forgotten warriors who helped shape it.